Good morning, children. I hope class 9th children are watching this video, and I hope you must be keeping well. As we had started mensuration already, one exercise we had completed, exercise 13.1. We were doing surface area and volumes, and in this class, we are going to see surface area of a right circular cylinder, and few examples we will see from NCERT. So let's start. Here we have surface area of a right circular cylinder. If we take a number of circular sheets of paper and stack them up as we stacked up rectangular sheets earlier, what would we get? Here you see how it has been explained. Just you try to understand in very simple way. Here you see, suppose if we take a number of circular sheets, suppose any circular sheet you have, as it has been given in figure, this is a circular sheet, and if we are stacking other circular sheets on this in this way, similar circular sheets we are stacking. So finally, if all similar circular sheets, if we will stack, what we will get? We'll get this figure. In this way we will get. So this is what? Right circular cylinder. This will form a shape, and that will be called a right circular cylinder. Here you see, here if the stack is kept vertically up, we get what is called a right circular cylinder. Since it has been kept at right angles to the base and the base is circular, let us see what kind of cylinder is not a right circular cylinder. Here you see this shape. This is also circular, and this shape, and that has been stacked, and you have got a cylinder, but this is not in right angle. This is not in right angle, and this is also not in right angle. This is also in not a proper shape, and that's why this both the figure what you are getting and both the shape what you are getting, that is not a right circular cylinder. So which type of cylinder will be called right circular cylinder? I hope you understood. In this figure, if you are getting in this way, this type of figure if you are getting, it means this is a right circular cylinder. So if you are drawing figure by your own way, this will be in this form. This is circular shape in this way, and this will be right angle with this in this way, and the shape of this portion and the shape of this portion should be equal. So this is a right circular cylinder. Now you see, if you want to find out curved surface area of a cylinder, how it will be found out? Just you take yourself also, you can try to learn, you can see and you can learn. Just you take a sheet of paper that should be in rectangular form. In this form this should be. So suppose this length you are assuming L, and this height you are assuming H. If you want to find out surface area or simply area of this rectangle, how will you find out? So area of this rectangle you will get how? This simple area of rectangle is what? L B into L or L into B. So here you have assumed length as L and breadth as H. So this is simply LH. The same thing if you are, as it has been instructed, if you are making in the form of cylinder. So this form it will take. Just you try by yourself, take a sheet of paper and just you form in this way. So you will find out this shape. So this shape is what? This is right circular cylinder. So here you see the same area you will get over here also. So this surface area you will be having LH. So if this will be in circular shape in this way, in that case, this area will be what? This will be the perimeter, or just you'll find out the length of this. This has been converted into a circular form. So length of this rectangular shape here will become length of whole perimeter of or circumference of this circular figure. So this will be perimeter of the base of the cylinder. So this will be simply 2 pi r. So this will be perimeter of or this shape. So perimeter will be what? This L and into h. H will be same. No difference is there. So this will be h. So finally you have got perimeter of the base of the cylinder, or you can say circumference of base of the cylinder, and that is equal to 2 pi r and into h. The height of the cylinder will be h. So that if you are multiplying with this 2 pi r, you are getting lateral surface area of the cylinder. Again, now you see, if you want to find out the total surface area of the same cylinder, then how we will find out? Here you see, if you have this formula is required to be remembered. Curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi RH. So now here you see, if you want to find out the total surface of the cylinder, what will you do? Lateral surface already you have got. So lateral surface will be 2 pi RH, and now you need to find out two areas more, or you need to add two area more on this area. So this area is what? This is a circle. So area of circle is pi r square, and this area is also again pi r square. So finally you will get 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. This pi r square, this pi r square, and this pi r square you need to add. So you will get 2 pi r square. So total surface area of a cylinder you will get 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. Now you see you have common 2 pi r. So 2 pi r, if you are finding out common, so you will get h plus r, or you can finally write 2 pi r, r plus h, or h plus r, whatever you wish you can write. So your formula for area of a cylinder, total surface area of a cylinder will be 2 pi r, r plus h. So if you want to find out lateral surface area, your formula is 2 pi RH, and if you want to find out total surface area of a cylinder, your formula will be 2 pi r, r plus h. And I hope you understood how this formula has been derived. So simply again you go through properly and try to learn how this formula has been derived. So if you are forgetting also, if you forget, then also you can derive your formula to find out surface curved surface area or lateral surface area. This curved surface area is also called lateral surface area. So if lateral surface area, if you want to find out, simply you can derive the formula and you can find out. And even total surface area also you can derive the formula and you can find out. So I hope you understood how to be found out this curved surface area and total surface area. Now we will see one example has been given. You see one more thing before this one remark has been given. You see, you may recall from chapter 1 that pi is an irrational number. Many times it comes, so you remember this. This is very important also for the exam purpose. Pi is an irrational number. So the value of pi is non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, but when we use its value in our calculations, we usually take its value as approximately equal to 22/7 or 3.14. This is not the exact value of pi. One example has been given, just you see. We have Savitri had to make a model of cylindrical kaleidoscope for her science project. She wanted to use chart paper to make the curved surface of the kaleidoscope. What would be the area of chart paper required by her if she wanted to make a kaleidoscope of length 25 centimeter and with a 3.5 centimeter radius? It means radius has been given and the height of the kaleidoscope, or you can say length of the kaleidoscope, has been given. This length has been given, this will be the height, and radius has been given, r has been given 3.5 centimeter. Pi, the value of pi you need to take 22/7. So how we will find out? Just you see, here how we will know. Suppose this is your chart paper in rectangular shape. This is your chart paper, and with this chart paper kaleidoscope is required to be made. So this will be in this form. This form it will be. So length has been given. Length means height here. So this has been given 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter. So this will be your length, 25 centimeter. And radius has been given. This radius has been given. This is 3.5 centimeter. So you need to find out first the perimeter, or simply just you find out area of curved surface area. If you are finding out that curved surface area of this cylinder will be the area of that chart what is required, the area of chart what is required. So simply formula has been used. Just you see, area of chart paper required will be curved surface area of the kaleidoscope. So that formula you know, 2 pi RH 2 into 22/7 into 3.5 into 25 centimeter. This is the height. So if you are calculating this, simply you will get 550 centimeter square, and this will be your answer. So this much chart paper is required to form a kaleidoscope having height 25 centimeter and radius 3.5 centimeter. So in this way, in R.S. Agrawal, many questions have been given. For example, so just you need to go through all the examples properly, and then you need to go in question. So just you try to solve 13.2 simple questions have been given. Just you try to solve all the questions, otherwise we will see in next class. But before solving this, my suggestion will be, or you can say your homework will be, just you go through all the examples, at least examples from R.S. Agrawal. Just example from R.S. Agrawal, you need to see all the examples, then you come in this exercise 13.2 and try to solve each and every questions. Otherwise we will see in next class. I hope up to here you will not be having any problem, because this is not new thing. What you have learned today, this already you have done before in your previous classes. So I don't think any problem you should have. So curved surface area and total surface area we have seen today, and I think related to this, if any question will be there, you will be able to solve. But for that you need to do practice, and for practice just you go through properly all the examples, then come to exercise. Next day we'll see exercise. Until then, thank you.